What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a super quick review of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glow. The Liquid Glow actually launched at the same time as the Subculture palette and the matte lipsticks, but I feel like more people have been consumed with the Subculture palette and I haven't heard much on the Liquid Glow, so I wanted to just get a quick review out there for you guys so you could get my opinion and also see how it swatches and wears. So before I get into my opinion and a quick demo, I will just tell you a couple facts about the product. First of all, I bought this with my own money. These retail in at $25. I only purchased one shade. I purchased Perla. This was the shade that I kept seeing in all the Amrezy pictures, and honestly, I think this is the best shade for my skin tone. I'm not on anybody's PR list, so I didn't purchase all of them, and so I can't swatch them all here for you, but if you hop on any kind of social media platform, you can easily find all of the shades and all of the comparisons and also all of the different skin tones. Anastasia Beverly Hills is cruelty-free. I've heard a couple people saying that it's not 100% vegan and that there's a couple ingredients in there that are from animal byproducts, but I'm not gonna get into that, but I do support cruelty-free brands and I think that's more the direction we should be going into. But I do think that whenever we can support companies that are not testing on animals, I think that's amazing and I think it's so important. The packaging is really simple and sleek and I actually really like it. You are getting 0.68 fluid ounces, so I was actually quite surprised with the size of this and I was pretty happy about it. It was a lot more than I was thinking I was gonna get. I also really like that it's in a tube. Most of the liquid highlighters that I've seen come with the dropper, and I feel like there's so much product that you're not gonna be able to get out of that container, whereas I feel like you can squeeze this out and it's relatively clean and easy to use. I'm just gonna quickly swatch some of the Cover FX drops and just show you how they look. This is the shade Celestial from Cover FX. And as you can see, this is like a blinding highlight. This shade almost has like a pink reflect in it. I don't think it's an exact dupe for Perla. This shade I feel like is a much more comparable shade to Perla, but it's not a complete hit either. I think it's a touch too dark. That's why I'm actually swatching both of these for you guys. But you can see these are very fluid-like and they spread very easily, but they are blinding. These are super intense. I only used what was on the applicator and I feel like it just gives off this crazy intense pigment. All right, now for the Liquid Glow. This comes out in almost like a ball because it's coming out of a tube, which I think is a little bit easier to work with, and I'm just gonna swatch it down here for you. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this is much more of a cream. And like I said, I don't think any of these colors are really true dupes for this. I mean, clearly not even in the slightest. But I do think that this is a much more creamy product and it's not quite as blinding. It's really highly concentrated here on my arm, so it may look that way, but I think in person you can really tell it's not quite as metallic as the others. I'm gonna show you when you try to blend out the Liquid Glow. It's a pretty subtle glow, which I think is really pretty if you're someone that's looking for a really natural type of situation. With the Cover FX, as you blend it out, I don't feel like you really lose any pigmentation, and it is super bright, which could also be problematic or great depending on what kind of highlight that you're into. I'm going to do a quick demo on my face with the Liquid Glow so you guys can see just how this applies and what it looks like. I've already done my complete makeup and I will tell you that I mixed a little bit of this in with my foundation, which is actually, I'll tell you right up front, that's my favorite way to use this. It adds such a creamy luminosity to any foundation. I've used it a couple times with several different ones. I really love this way of adding glow to the skin. This is typically where I would start with my highlight, and this is probably all the product I would think that you could possibly need. There's quite a bit on here anyway, so I'm just gonna use my hands. They're spray tan hands. I'm so sorry. That's just probably not ever gonna change. All right, so I'm just gonna pat this into the skin, and it's just a really subtle, soft glow. It's not really moving the product underneath, which is a big plus. Then it seems to be blending and playing nice with all of my other makeup. I always apply a touch to my nose. I'm a little scared to like just squeeze this and get a drop out, but I apply a little bit to my nose, a little bit to the bridge, and a little bit to the top of my lip. I already have liquid lipstick on, so I'm not gonna go crazy there. And might as well do the other side while we're here. And I'm just, again, pouncing that into the skin. I know you can use a brush for this. You could also use your beauty blender. That's not how I like to do liquid highlighter. I feel like you lose too much product here, and especially with the Cover FX drops, you're not trying to lose any product when it's $50 for a tube. All right, a little bit to my mustache. And we'll just, tip of the nose is super tricky, but I'm just trying to lightly pounce this in. I actually do like to do this part with a brush, but not prepared. So we're just gonna go for it. I'm noticing on my nose, it seems to be moving my foundation just slightly, but I think that's probably because I've been going in with my fingers there. I haven't been setting this with a powder because I wanted to see how this performed on its own, but the durability is not amazing. It doesn't stay on that long, not for a full day for sure. I do think if I set this with a powder, maybe like champagne pop or something over the top, I would probably like this just a touch better, but it's not bad. It really is not bad at all. I don't wear any makeup at all whatsoever to work, and I have been putting this to the higher areas of my face where I would typically highlight with makeup on, and I do think it's really, really beautiful that way. I would say that's probably the best. That's probably the best use for this, is if you're someone that just really likes a natural, dewy finish, this will help. It's great to add to your foundation. Are you gonna see it from space? Absolutely not. Some people might consider this an intense glow. I don't, to be honest with you. I really don't. It may be picking up on camera a little bit more intense than it is, but it really is quite subtle compared to what Cover FX or probably the Iconic drops are. I haven't tried those, but those seem to be in the same category as a Cover FX. I think if you're someone who likes a really intense beaming highlight, you're gonna be disappointed in this product. I'm just being honest. I kind of like the more intense look when I'm wearing makeup, and I did feel the need to put something over this to intensify it a bit. Overall, I do really like this product. I think this is more for people that want that natural glow. And like I said, I don't wear makeup throughout the week, so just adding a touch to the top of my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, is enough for me, and it really creates a nice, soft, subtle, natural glow. All right, guys, that's all I've got to say about the Liquid Glow. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to like and subscribe down below and click on that notification bell if you want to see when I post. And that's gonna do it for today. I will see you guys in the next one. Launched some liquid lipsticks. Nope, she didn't. Nope, she launched some. I think that's kind of wasteful, and until I'm on some of these. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for, and that's all I have to say about the Liquid Glow, guys.